I've read the police reports and feel ashamed, embarrassed, and hurt because that's not the person I am.
Get me out of here, man! Get the fuck out of here! No, man, get me out of here! Get me out of here, man! What the fuck you mean, nigga? Get me the fuck out of here!
This man is standing in court over allegations involving a young girl, too young to even mention here because of platform roles. And honestly, the excuses he's about to throw out, they don't come close to justifying it. He walks in trying to play the part. Head down, voice soft, blaming everything on alcohol, claiming he's turned his life around. But the moment the judge brings up what happened after his arrest, everything starts to unravel. That blurred moment you saw at the beginning, yeah, that wasn't a glitch. That was the start of him completely losing control. And trust me, you're about to see exactly how bad it gets. Let's get into it.
First and foremost, I'd like to apologize to the courts for appearing before them today. I'd like to apologize to the victim in this case. I'm not going to use alcohol or drugs as an excuse for anything. However, alcohol was a main factor in this case. But I take full responsibility for my actions because I chose to make the irresponsible decision consuming too much alcohol than I could handle, causing poor, regretful choices leading to my incarceration. I've read the police reports and feel ashamed, embarrassed, and hurt because that's not the person I am. And I wouldn't be standing here today if I would have just been more responsible. I have 4 younger children that I've let down because of being locked away from them, missing out on watching them grow, having to deal with that as a heartache alone. The only thing I can do now is work on myself while incarcerated, take advantage of all programs they offer, and become a better man and a better father, and not give up doing so. I have to make this my last time in jail, and I plan to. I'm sincerely remorseful to my victim in this case, letting her down when I was supposed to be a father figure in her life. I beat myself up over this every day. Over this, wishing I could take it all back. I just hope she can grow up in life and leave this in the past, and that it doesn't affect her future. Again, I'm sorry to everyone I caused pain to in this case.
That apology he just gave, it wasn't for the victim, not even close. Every word was aimed straight at the judge, hoping for a lighter sentence, not real forgiveness. And shifting the blame to alcohol? That doesn't fly in a courtroom. Judges don't care what you drank. They care about what you did. Then he tries to paint himself as some kind of father figure, which in this situation only makes things worse. To me, this whole speech feels rehearsed, carefully scripted, except for one thing: real accountability. And the judge? He's already seeing right through it.
Thank you. Why did you call her after you were in jail?
Because I was told by the detective I was allowed to.
Okay.
I didn't call her. I called my wife and she answered the phone.
All right. And what contact did you have with her about retracting her statement or modifying her statement?
It wasn't retracting. We talked about counseling, going to counseling and stuff, because that was something that they was talking about making them do. And something she said she didn't want to do.
All right. Well, trying to, whether directly contacting her or contacting her through your wife, was wholly inappropriate. And it was further evidence of you trying to take advantage of her at that young age, like you did when this happened.
Now, she asked the detective if she could have contact with me when this case was all started. And then when I went to my preliminary hearing on February 11th, I asked the detective and he told me the same thing.
All right. Well, you're experienced enough in the system to have the wisdom that you shouldn't have been contacted. Okay. In talking to her, having about anything having to do with this case. So you've in your statement, you say you apologized to her, but then in the pre-sentence report, you talk about how you don't believe you did everything you're accused of doing and wanted to take this to trial. What's that all about?
I don't remember exactly what I said, Your Honor, but what I was saying was I don't have recollection of what happened the night of. So I didn't I wasn't admitting to, I don't know what happened.
Now, he's walking a dangerous line, admitting just enough to sound guilty, but dodging the details that actually matter. That's not remorse, that's strategy. The second someone says, "I don't remember," it sends a clear message. They're protecting themselves, not owning what happened. In a case this serious, that one move can wipe out any goodwill he might have built earlier. And you can almost feel the shift in the room. The judge isn't just listening anymore. He's done evaluating. Now he's deciding. And something tells me leniency is off the table.
So did you or didn't you do this stuff?
Yes.
And I got to tell you, it doesn't get much worse than this kind of stuff.
You understand?
And I would note in the record that in 2009 or 2010, you were sentenced to prison on a burglary, released on judicial release, and then returned to prison after a violation of the judicial release. And you were released January 7th of 13. You went back to prison on another case on May 1st of 13 and got out in August. Went to prison on an attempted burglary, trespass in a habitation, breaking and entering, June 23 of 16 through August 5 of 18. A whole bunch of theft offenses between that last prison sentence and where you are today. So you've had a lifetime of criminal activity, but none worse than what has occurred here. So I've reviewed the pre-sentence report and a victim impact statement. I've considered what you have said, what counsel has said, and I've also considered that they've made a joint recommendation of 96 months in prison. And so on count, and I've considered all the provisions in 29, 29, 11, 29, 29, 12, 13, and 14. In consideration of all that, on count 5, I'm going to sentence you to a term of 60 months. On count 6, I'm going to sentence you to a term of 60 months that will be consecutive to one another, with credit for 143 days. And consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime by you and for appropriate punishment.
All right, get out, man. Come on, man.
Sit
Fuck
down.
you mean, man?
Stay down.
No, man. Get me the fuck out of here, man.
Judge.
Come on.
And-
Fuck, took my plea back, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, man. Get me out of here, man.
Almost done, Judge.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they
No, man. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, man. What the fuck you mean, nigga? Get me the fuck out of here. Man, get me the fuck out of here, man.
Let me get my leg.
Get me out of here, man.
Just take him into the chair.
Okay, put me in the chair. All right. Put me in the water.
Put me on your visiting list
Alright.
for jail and for.
All right, man. Stop touching me, man.
Well,
I'm not doing shit, man. I'm not doing
go ahead.
I'm not doing shit.
This is what happens when your entire defense is built on sounding sorry, and the judge doesn't buy it. That wasn't some emotional breakdown out of nowhere. That was the moment it hit him, especially after hearing words like consecutive. Reality finally landed. The court isn't surprised. They've seen this kind of reaction before, just maybe not this explosive. For someone who spent the whole hearing trying to control how he looked, he lost that control in seconds. It's chaotic, it's uncomfortable, and it's exactly why judges don't hand out sentences based on apologies. They look at patterns, actions, and truth. So what do you think? Was this justice being served, or was this outcome always inevitable? Drop your thoughts below. I post every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe.